Okay, you can also get one of these generators and make money that way. It will generate you so many an hour per day type of thing, and install those around. But anyway, if you just get the government subsidized, it will give you money every day to and so you have plenty of money to mess around with. But here's where you start out at, inside of this building. This is the home base. They must have put this in when they moved in. Then they dug this crater, or this might have been an existing crater. I don't know the backstory on it. But then there's the rim up there that goes around the entire crater. And then they put this dome over it. So you're not affected. That light is something I put on there to mark something. That's not usually there. But the dome means you're not affected by weather. No windstorms, no snow, no rain, no nothing. Okay? So let's go inside here and check around, do a little tour. And I got the sound off so that you could hear me. Otherwise, it overrides. You won't be able to hear me at all. Okay, so this is how the game starts off. You're always in here every time you load it. And then you just go here and open it up and go out. But there's an elevator right here, which is currently... Okay, that's turned the light on. And that should be up. But it's not. I think there's a button somewhere. Okay. Toggle. I don't know. But that's the elevator right there. That will take you up and down. Okay. And then here's your... You can't really do anything with that. You got another light right here. Turn off upstairs light. I'm going to keep that on. They got a little Mission to Mars video game right there. Here's your kitchen. They got some weird statues. And there's a... But anyway, here's where you can sleep. If you want to sleep, make time go by quicker. And then on the side here is your garage. You got 3 different levels. You can raise it and lower it. And when this game starts, you got all your tractors in here that they give you. Okay? And that's it. That's your home base. Here's the stairs to get down there. Here's a little work garage. You can pull vehicles into here to fix on them. And it's pretty nice. I mean, it's pretty neat, you know, underground complex. Okay? So let's go over all the vehicles I got. Because of the government subsidy, I can buy the best of the best pretty quick. But you're going to need 5 of these. 4 or 5 of these truck and trailer setups. You know, any of the semi trucks will haul it, so it doesn't have to be any particular one. But on this one, I like these mod trailers because they hold a lot more than they should, and you're going to need them. You know, here I got the setup here that I showed you in the last video for the stone. All right, here's this one's loaded up. Oh, that's to get the stone. When you dump that up there down the chute, this will pick it up and you can take it over to your power wash, stone wash station and all that. So there's 3 trucks right there. Here's my forger, or what do they call it? This is what cuts your crops up. Okay, and it's the best one they got, the biggest one. That's the biggest header. Okay. It's called, I can't, harvester. I couldn't remember it. That's your harvester with the header. Biggest one. I've also got the corn one because you're going to need 2 different headers. One for a lot of this stuff, and then the corn and other stuff on the other one. And so that's that. Then this I use for the right around, you know, just going around and doing stuff locally. All these that I've put together. So check this out. We're going to start filling. Now be careful because you don't want to take the stone. You put the stone in there. Now you can take it out if you want, but you're putting it in there to get depleted Martian stone. And this holds 25,000. So I'm going to fill this up. Take it over to here. and this is going to put out some items I can use in the other shops. But this is different than the stone washing. You're not going to get pay dirt. Pay dirt, you need that other building that I showed you. So we'll dump that in there and fill that up. Okay, that's at 0. And then I just go back and forth and do that. And if you go to the here, because remember the newest one you bought will be at the bottom. And I just got the metal and gem refinery, the stonewash plant, the oil mill, which I've got canola in there, but I need to get the other ones. I've actually got it producing canola oil at the moment. Okay, then you got the fuel refinery depot, which you pretty much can turn things into diesel and diesel into things, and it will help you make methane, extract water from stone, because you're going to need all this stuff. And eventually I'm going to be able to make electronic parts. Electronics manufacturing plant. They pay big money. Okay, motherboards, overdrive electronic parts, blank PCPs. Alright, then you got the power plant. This is how you turn things into electric. This is how you make the batteries. And straw, hay, wood chips, diesel, methane, and manure. In fact, I got to go stock up because I've got 4,427. Then I got the smelting plant to make this stuff. Then I got the auction filter. Now the auction filters I don't understand, because if you look on the right here, you put in electric charge, which is the batteries, and then the carbon and monoxide, and then it makes you carbon monoxide. So why would you use it at all? Because it puts out the exact amount that you're making. See, it says there 0 if you look in the middle. So I don't know what's going on there, but I got 3 of them, and I'm just leaving it alone. So I don't know what they're. Then here's my other power plant. I'm going to use up my straw, and when it's all gone, I'll sell it, because that's way over there on the other side of the map. Then I got a sluice. That's what I just dumped in, and that's making me magnesium ore, titanium ore, and silicon. And then where I picked it up from is the stone processing plant. Okay, and that gives me depleted Martian stone, methane, liquid oxygen, and carbon monoxide. And I haven't even gotten to this stuff. The bakery, I can make bread and cake. Here you can make raisins, grape juice, See, the first 2 are regular, and then you can put it into overdrive, which will make it faster, but it costs more to make. Which, if you're in a hurry, I guess. And then you can make clothes. I mean, you can make a lot of stuff. I don't know what the deal is about the dry corn, dry wheat, dry barley. But you can do it if you want. The tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries, you just add water. That's all you got to do, and it will make all 3 of those for you. Very simple. That's some of the easiest one. And I got 2 greenhouses doing that. And then here's how you make flour. You put in wheat, barley, oat, or sorghum. I don't know how to say that, sorghum or whatever. And that will make any of those flours for you. Then you got fabric wool, fabric cotton, and all that. And there's more. This is just what I own. I can get more through this right here in the mods. If I don't have it in here, I can go look in the mods, and let's go to production and see the first one there in the left in the middle, factories. So these are all factories. So here's all the ones that I can get if I don't have bakery, carpentry, which means I can make furniture and stuff, dairy, grain mill, spinnery, which is wool, sugar mill, tailor shop, cereal factory, oil mill, grape processing unit, bakery, carpentry, dairy, spinnery, farm shop 1 and 2. This is a place where you can sell everything you see there. Okay. Farm Shop American. Fish farming. You can go into fish farming. Grain dryer. Again, I don't know why you need to dry it, but bakery, oil mills. These are just different, same thing but different designs. Sluice. I don't like that sluice. To load it with water, it's in the corner and it's a nightmare. Smelting plant. Electronics manufacturing plant. I got one of those. Oxygen filter, which I have no idea. It says oxygen filtration moves CO from the dome's atmosphere. Distribute your products outputs. Okay, so it's important. I gotta guess turn them on because I don't have them on right now. So I don't know. Burn power plant, solar panel, mobile wood warehouse, stone quarry. Now this is getting into the gold. Stone wash plant, metals and jam, jewelry production. So those are some extra ones I can buy. So let's go back to the. I'm going to turn them on, but okay, the oxygen filter. I'm going to need electric charge and carbon monoxide to make carbon monoxide. Doesn't make any sense. Huh. So I wonder what happens if I don't leave it on. Is the game going to penalize me? I can turn it on, but they're missing materials. Except this one for some reason. Okay, these two are missing materials, right? But for some, oh, because I have some in there. Okay, so electric charge is 328, carbon monoxide is 349, but it's supposed to be storing. It might be a mess up in the game because as it goes lower, so does the storing part of it. So I don't know what the see. There's 348. They're going down. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's finish the vehicles. I got this. I bought. I haven't found a use for it yet. I might sell it. Here's another tank. Now this is not a water tank, but this will carry electric and all the other liquids. Okay. And there's my water tank, and it's filled up. So let's go fill up my pay dirt. Which is right over there. I just had it installed. And then I got to go plant some crops. But right here is where you dump it. See that? It just popped up. So now if you look on the right bottom there, it's unloading. So let's see if I'm going to be able to fill that up. Which would be at the bottom here because I just bought it. Pay dirt right there. Yep, it's almost full. There we go. Keep going, keep going. I'm going to need more water. That did not top it off. So the best thing to do is to top it off. That way you ain't got to worry about it for a while. So let's go back over here and get some more water. but you got to get it just right. Right there, see that? Huh. There it is. Well, it's kind of a pain. Once you get it, you can just fill it up. There we go. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, why is it not holding? There we go. I guess the fill point's right back there in the corner, and that's what's going on with that tank. But you still got to line it up. They just need to make it a bigger zone that it will take it. It's a mod, so uh, maybe it's not a big deal for some people, but you saw how much problem I was having. All right, well, that's filling up. Now, you can go away and come back. It will still be filling. Some things you can't, but that you can. Okay, so I just got done planting oil radishes. So that's everything. Here's the map. Everything that's growing. I'm right here. Everything that's any kind of a green except this one. That's kind of green, but everything else, it is growing. Okay. Now, why is that color? Something went wrong with the oil radish. That should be green like everything else. I'm not even seeing the color on there, but okay, 6 would be, I don't even see the oil radishes on there. Oh, there it is right there. I gotta highlight it. That's the problem. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now it's green. All right, that was the problem. See, usually it's something you're doing wrong. So now let's see how that looks. Okay, yep, everything is growing. All right, and then number 5, that's the last one open. I've already, this machine right here will plant and fertilize, but you need to have, see what I got over there? You got to run this thing on it first, where some of them do all 3, but this is the biggest one they got and only did the 2, and I'd rather have that, so it's ready to go. So let's get in there and go to the next one. What's my next plant? I've already got grass, so let's do another wheat. I'm back to the wheat. And then of course I'm just going to hire an AI to do it. But check out this tractor. It's one of the most expensive ones. It's pretty nice. Here's inside of it. Air conditioned. Let's see if you can put the I think you can drop lower cedar. Let's go and do Oh, there we go. Okay, now check this out. Well, you should be able to close the curtains, but I can't do it right now. Okay, let's hire the AI guy. Well, I did something wrong because now I can't. Oh, there he goes. Alright, he's working now. And he's got his door open. I opened the door somehow. Close your door, buddy. Let me get in there with him, see if I can close the... I don't know why that's... Oh well. Alright, let him get back to work. I'll figure that out later. Alright, then he's done right now. There's nothing for him to do. And then here's my water tank for the tomatoes. Both of these, if you go inside there, and notice how I put a water, like I said, if you didn't have a water tank here, you got to go all over the map to get it and then bring it all the way back. But this one right here it was full. There it is right there. It's running. I got 19,000 out of 20,000. I almost still got 20,000, but it's making tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries. I haven't got this working yet. I don't know what this even is over here, to be honest. Oh, this is for cattle. You can put cows in here; they'll eat and whatever, or sheep. Maybe it's sheep. And then down at the other end is the other one that's identical to that one. I don't know why. What would be the design behind this? Why would you build that long tunnel? But here's another pin. This is the... oh, this is for pigs. This is your manure. Okay. That's the manure silo. And this one I bet you is for cows. Or sheep. So it's cows, sheep, and pigs. And I had another tomato, which is down over here. Now, I don't know what you're dumping right there. There's something you can dump and pick up right there. Okay, but this would be cattle. Yeah, so I got 2 cattle. I got 2 pig. Oh, I got 1 of each. Okay. Alright, let's go to my car. Or let's finish all the vehicles. So, there's the tanks. Here's this guy. Here's that guy. This is my lawnmower. I'm waiting for the grass to get long enough because with grass you can make batteries. And so I've got 5. This right here is grass. This right here is grass. Grass, 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 and grass. Plenty of grass. This is where my trees are growing. And then here's my car. So let's go do the earthing. So with the train, we'll go to that next. But if you go in here, initiate rocket launch. There it is taking off. See that? And there it goes. And it's already on the outside of the dome. So it will come back at its own time and land. And you can see it for a while. And there she goes. Someday, right guys? Someday. Alright, so let's get over to the... I'll show you how to do the Mars rocket. Which is really no rocket at all. It's just the train going to the rocket. Now, you can turn it on where you damage crops when you drive through it, but I got it turned off, so I'm not going to do any damage. There's my tree farm. That comes with the game when you start playing it. So that's the other, that's the exit to the train. So right here is where you'd bring it. And then you dump it in, it's either this one, I think you can dump it in both, I'm not positive. But you dump it, this one is another one. No, yeah, this one takes you to the top. So you dump it in the one I just went through. Then you can bring the truck on here if you want. And I can activate it in the car, I believe. I can't. So this is going to lift this up to the ceiling. And there's what I was talking about. Let's go order the train, and I'll just show you how to do it. So you go to here, rent the train for $1,000 an hour, and it's going to come through here, and that's where it will dump it if it's got a load for you, if you bought something from it. But right here, see this light? You're going to line up that hole, and then you'll be able to load into it. That's like a laser beam light. That's all that is. And let's see, where is the train? Do you see it? Now here's, you can put pallets here. I don't know why you would. It says the storage is empty. There's nothing in there. But this reminds me of like the Disney monorail system. Except it's on Mars. Look at those big anchors. See those big anchors right there that hold that tower up right there? We'll go up that next. And in some of the other versions, the space shuttle comes in and lands. It might be a mod I haven't uploaded yet, or you can't do it on the PS4. I don't know. But I was watching another guy's video and space shuttle came in. Alright, so here's the train. So I am now inside of it. I can either go inside or go outside, and then you're just gonna, okay, it's gonna say open cover. See it opening up over there? And then you're gonna line up that cover with that laser beam light to load it. I passed it. Hold on, hold on. Back up. But you see where the laser beams lights right now? You can put a trailer in that. You can. That's why you would bring the trailer up here. I just figured that out. You can take it and, but how would you put it in there? Maybe when you get it close enough, it gives you an option. We'll go get a truck and try it. But let's put that beam right there as these start filling. But I don't have anything in there. These are all the things you can store there and sell it to Mars. It's called the Mars rocket. Okay. And activate truck load. Now look, this is a mess up in the programming. It will stay up there. Oh, there's the space shuttle right there. I just saw the tail end of it. So I do have it. Okay. I never noticed that, but I'll go show you the landing strip in a second here. But did you see the top end of it? Now there's the car. It's doing way up there. So how do you get that down? There you go. You just come back into it. Doesn't do any damage to it. But you see that little tube right there on the right top on top of the rim? That's where the space shuttle comes in at. So let's get up there. And you can't ride the train past this. It kicks you out when it gets to the rock. So you can try it, but you'll see what I mean. It just knocks you right out of it. There's so much they could do with this game. This game is unbelievable. I would love to see it in Web 3. Where you're dealing with actual crypto, buying, selling. They could make all the pieces to the game NFTs. The land could be NFT. I don't know how long the space shuttle sticks around, but it could be gone already. But there's an airport up here. And there it is. It's gone already. It comes in, lands, and then takes off. How often that is, I don't know. And there's its exit over there. So what is this? What's going on? I wonder if I could summon it. Huh. Alright. Yeah, you learn something new every day. I never noticed that. What I don't know is how long till the next visit. Alright. Now we're just going to go around the rim. And then everything else is pretty much like the game, the regular, on Earth. Except you got some different things to deal with, like the oxygen, the carbon dioxide. Water's important just like it is in the other game. Oh shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, slow down. Okay. Got some air there. Yeah, this is how far that stone comes over to. That's where you're mining the stone right there. And we're just going to fly off the edge of the rim here and see what happens. Pretty much nothing. It might have scratched the paint job. I don't know. And then you got this big tower in the middle. Let's see if I got enough time before the timer. So you go here. Open it up. Get in. It closes. And it should start to go up. Oh shit. I just got out of it. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, maybe it's up at the top. Yes. I'm waiting for it to come down. That's what's going on here. I can't tell if it's coming down or not. But when it's down, it goes up, takes you to the top there. Got a good view of the entire valley. Huh. I do not know where it's at. Okay, well. Alright, well that's it for this episode. Pretty much catching you up on what I'm doing. And it's not letting me out either. And let's go see how my farming guy's doing. Now he's done. So I'm pretty much caught up now. So I'm just waiting for some of these crops to, and then I could go mine some more stone type of thing. There you go. Everything's green, which means it's growing. It will turn yellow when it's ready to be harvested. So, thank you for watching. And if you got any questions or answers, please leave below. And thank you for liking and subscribing. And have a nice day.